Hello, my name is Kane. This is Castle Tillage, your home defense network. We are working on a series of self-defense myths, okay? And this one I'm going to be reading a little bit more because I want to get it into it because it's a very important one that can go both ways. Um, this myth is learning about the law would just slow me down if I needed to defend myself. I'm going to tell you of an incident that happened in Washington at the Tacoma Mall a while ago, but I want to preface this the fact that um, because it is true, it's a double-edged sword. I've gotten comments in the past where they don't want to learn the law and they don't want to learn innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness because it's going to slow them down. They would rather shoot it out and then see what happens. Okay, and for me as an engineer, that is such an ignorant style of looking at things. You need to be competent at what you are actually doing about learning a law, innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness, or the AOJ triad, ability, opportunity, jeopardy. Okay, you guys really need to learn that to see exactly if you are go or no on this. And this is a sad situation, but it will slow people down. Um, this myth is not really a myth. It is really designed to tell you that you guys need software training. After you learn how to use the gun, get software training. Software is where it's at. Software is what this channel is driven on. Even though I've done some hardware reviews lately, software is where your real tool is. Your tool is your brain and not your gun. Okay. I'm going to be reading a little bit about it. Okay. The myth is learn about the law will just slow me down if you need to defend myself. Not knowing the law can slow you down and can result in physical, emotional, and legal tragedy. A while back, a concealed carry permit holder in Washington state was at the Tacoma Mall when an irate gunman entered the building. The gunman began shooting people, and the permit holder briefly drew his pistol and aimed it at the gunman. But then the permit holder had second thoughts about shooting the attacker from cover. The attacker appeared to be a very young, and the permit holder wasn't sure if he could get a clear shot. More importantly, he didn't know if he would be legal to shoot an underage criminal, and also hesitated because he was afraid of getting arrested for brandishing if he pointed his firearm at the attacker while commanding him to stop what he was doing. So the man reholstered his firearm, then stood up in the open and commanded the gunman to drop his weapon. The attacker turned and fired at him multiple times. Tragically, the permit holder was crippled for life by the attacker's bullets. Even more tragically, his incredible bravery in confronting the attacker unarmed was legally unnecessary. If he had had a solid understanding of Washington law, he would have known that it was not against the law to hold an attacker at gunpoint in this situation. Um, the people who make the comments that they do not want to learn innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reason, or the AOJ triad, are really this person maybe. Okay, we talk a lot about Black Swan event. Now, Black Swan event is basically something that is predictable and fragile. Okay, meaning that you are allowing fragility into your life, and a statistically improbable event can conclude if certain requirements are met. Okay, and that's basically what this guy did. His Black Swan event was not learning innocence, imminence, proportionality, avoidance, and reasonableness, or the AOJ triad. So it is extraordinarily important that software is the name of the game. Do not let second thoughts fill your head during an active shooter situation in a mall or movie theater. You guys, you really need to learn about this. Learn. Do I have? Oh yeah, I have it on my desk. This book, at a minimum, The Law of Self-Defense, an indispensable guide for the Armed Citizen by Andrew Branca. Okay, this is an absolute must. Before you buy the next $20 in bullets, you need to put $20 toward this book and a day of reading it. Okay, and after a month or so, you read it again, and after a few more months, you read it again. Okay, learning about the law will just slow me down if I needed to defend myself. Okay, look what happened to this guy. My name is Kane. This is Castle Tutelage, your home defense network. I hope this helped.